I remember running to try to run away from my thoughts when my OCD was so bad. I was trying to do different things to get away from my own mind, like drinking, but then the next morning the OCD would be even worse. I was also watching porn and masturbating quite a lot to try to find some sense of relief from these bombardment of disturbing and intrusive thoughts that were just coming into my mind, and I really felt freaked out because I didn't know what was going on. And it was in my senior year of college at Boston College. I was playing soccer over there, studying at university, studying environmental science, nearly at the end of my university time, and suddenly just started to have these intrusive thoughts and got diagnosed with OCD. Now, OCD is, as you may already know, obsessive compulsive disorder. A lot of people think it's really just about organizing things and being really tidy and a bit over the top about making sure things are straight and in line. But really what it's about is the intrusive thoughts that we get, the disturbing and unwanted thoughts, and people do different things to try to push those thoughts away, like wash their hand a bunch of times or do different rituals to try to calm their anxiety from these different intrusive thoughts that are coming in. So I'm going to give 4 ways of how you can improve your OCD, you can manage the anxiety, you can really reduce the amount of time that you're spending worrying about these intrusive thoughts. And these ways are more about going to the body rather than just attacking the problem in the mind. And they've really helped me. They're backed by science as well. And I think they're going to really help you too. So stay tuned for these. First one is looking after our gut health and the foods that we put into our body. Really starting to become aware of what are the foods that I'm putting into my body on a daily basis and how can I improve those a little by little. I notice a massive difference if I'm not eating well in terms of my mental health. It just doesn't feel as good. I get more anxiety and intrusive thoughts. And I actually went to a naturopath and did this full gut detox and took all of these herbs to clean the intestines, the liver, and parts of the body, and that was incredible for me to help to do that. And so maybe going to see a naturopath or somebody to help guide what you're eating and what you're putting into your body, because that can have a massive impact. The foods we eat can help us to develop serotonin, dopamine, and over 90% of our serotonin is stored in the gut rather than the brain. I was prescribed these serotonin pills, and it's actually, we can look at the foods and look what we're eating to help to increase and improve our serotonin as well. So that would be number 1. Number 2 is doing breath work. When we look at the physiology of the body and when we break it down, if we are breathing shallowly and rapidly, that's going to exacerbate and increase those intrusive thoughts and the anxiety. And so we really need to breathe deep with longer exhales to help calm down our nervous system. And it's basically a switch that you can turn on and off. You can turn on the switch to get back into your rest and digest nervous system. And the way you turn on that switch and turn on that rest and digest nervous system is by breathing deep and long exhales. So you could try different breathwork patterns to help to do this, like the Wim Hof breathwork technique, which is absolutely amazing. Or 10 minutes of just lying down, hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, and breathe into the belly and then the chest with a longer exhale. And I've got different videos on my channel of how you can do this to calm down your anxiety when you're really feeling it. Number 3 is cold showers or cold water exposure. And the reason that cold water exposure is so good is because it helps to increase our stress resilience. We don't get stressed as much because we're going into an environment that is stressful. We're purposefully putting ourselves there in that environment that's stressful, and we're breathing deep, breathing with long exhales to help calm down that stress response and help us relax more. And two, we're also going to increase the dopamine by about 200% and our noradrenaline. So these are two great neurotransmitters for our overall mental health. And that's going to help you to feel better. And the effects of this can last for 4 to 5 days, and you're going to just feel more in the body. I know for myself that going in and doing the cold showers, if I'm in my head, or just to set up the day so I can deal with those intrusive thoughts, is so helpful, because I've already done something hard for the day, and then those intrusive thoughts aren't as hard to deal with because I've got in a cold shower, which can be bloody freezing, but we can do hard things. And if we put ourselves in that situation to do that and breathe through it, we can then set ourselves up better for dealing with the intrusive thoughts and the compulsions, to stop trying to do those compulsions as well. And number 4 is exercise, done in a sustainable way and just really getting back into the body. I've gone to exercise so many times to help to improve my mental health, to improve confidence, and to reduce these intrusive thoughts. And so that can be anything from playing tennis or playing sports with friends, or going for a long walk out in nature, or going to a gym. Whatever type of exercise you prefer, go for that. I've recently really been enjoying going into the gym and doing weights or running and alternating things up. And that helps me to get more out of the head and back into the body. So I really think that the mental health system is going to look more at these techniques of the ways that we can improve our physiology, the way that we can optimize our physical being, and with these different things such as food, the breath, cold water, exercise, to then improve our mental health. And so I hope these things help you. Leave a comment with anything that you'd like me to chat about for future videos, and much love. You're awesome.